Hello everyone, this is GroupB. Our group is devoted to creating a budgeting mobile application. I will introduce our interview findings and the real problems users meet. And Yuma will introduce our prototypes and explain how our prototypes can deal with the users' problems. And Joshua will take a review of our usability test and summarize our whole project. Where the money goes? That could be an insightful question for us to start our project. We have conducted the interview between the people who have used the budgeting planning before. Some of them are college students, and some of them just enter into the workspace for a short period of time. They may all meet the financial problems. And in this interview, we found that the users may have the difficulty figuring out their daily expenses, and they don't need unrelated functions. Just like the Wilson said, his main goal to count his expenses is to see how much money he spent, and he likes the old versions better because the new versions has added some social functions like the committees and others, and these are unrelated functions. So we decided that our application will focusing on recording daily expenses. And secondly, users are looking for a clear data visualization to help them better know their expenses. Just like Yiqing said, he enjoys looking through all the bills and the different charts, such as the pie charts and the bar charts. So we consider adding the intuitive data visualization in our application. And thirdly, users feel inconvenient to input the information line by line. In order to record a daily expense, we need to first to type in the name of this shopping and the category of this shopping, and then we need to write the the amount we used in this shopping. So Tianjian suggested us that we can add a scanning camera, and this camera can scan the barcode to input the commodity information just like a cashier. And what he needs to do is only to write amount. That could be very convenient. And lastly, users found that it is not efficient in controlling their consumptions as imagined. Jamie will download this app, is hoping this app can help him to plan his money. And so we're considering that can add a budgeting planning function. And based on these problems we found, we have decided three main functions of our application. The first one is the transaction. It can help the users to record their daily expenses, and the users can check them easily. And the second one is status. It embedded the line charts, pie charts, and bar charts. It forms an intuitive and clear data visualization. And the last one is budgets. In this section, users can create their budget plans repeatedly. It helps users to control their consumptions and helps them to develop a better consumption habit.
Hi, I will continue to explain why our prototype solution solves users' problem. Well, the first is scan features. Think about a scenario when you finish shopping in a grocery store, you will have a long receipt. It is very inconvenient to input the item one by one on your cell phone. So we figure out the solutions to take pictures and then it will automatically record in our application. And next, as Jenny says before, the interview results show the users think that data visualization is an important part to help them know what their spends. So we figure this page that we can use a different type of chart and sort in different time like week, month, and a year. And you can also see the spend top 5 and to see what asset you spend more. And the next, since the user wants to use consumption tracking app to save money, we made these features named the budget to help them more plans to spend money. They can choose the type and the time range for the budget, like the daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and they can also customize their time range. You can also think a scenario that someone want to make a travel budget for the oncoming travel. In this situation, he or she need to customize their own date, and after that, they can plan how much money they will spend in this travel. And they can also put them in the category. And after that, they can see their actual cost and their plan. If the cost is close to the plan budget, a message will send as a reminder. And the last but not least is our privacy and security issues we and users most care about. In this system, we add the Face ID to start the applications. It will ensure that other people cannot see your spend information when they use your phone. And actually, at first, we want to connect with the user bank account, such as Bank of America or others, to tracking their expense or income. But we decided to ban this feature because most of our interviewee don't like this. Although it may be very convenient, but the user more care about their security of their account and don't want to share those informations with a third-party application.
Hi, I'm Joyce Li, and I will talk about some problems based on the usability test. First, the titles of icons do not explain their meanings. For the user we invited, English is her second language. When we ask her to check where the money goes, she looks through these functions and then clicks the budgets. We feel so surprised about that. During the design process, we refer to some common budgeting applications and use the same titles as them, so that users who always use these budgeting applications can recognize this title easily. But we forgot that it might not be helpful for new users. They might be confused when meeting these icons at the first time. Besides this, there are many unclickable items disturbing the process of testing. Although we wanted to make a high-fidelity prototype, combining the colorful UI design with some interactions, we have not done it very well. During the test, not all the icons could be clicked, so the user was limited to make choices. For example, when she wanted to choose clothes as a category, she would go to the drinks result page, since we only set the drinks as a choice to go through the whole process. After finishing our project, we have some interesting findings. First, users are more different than we think. In the beginning, we thought users will have the same problems about budgeting applications. Well, after the research, we have found that users have very different opinions. Some people think less is better, while others prefer to adding more functions. The second, useful interfaces cannot represent good usability. When designing interfaces in Adobe XD, we searched online about beautiful color palette and some icons. We cared more about the interfaces, but ignored the usability a little bit. So the user likes the different graphics most, but lost in different icons. Third, logic plays an important role in design. When watching the user testing the prototype, we could feel her struggled with some pages. So during the revision, we checked logic and deleted some unnecessary pages to make it simple. That is all our project. Thank you for your time.